Okay, it's recording. Go ahead.
Okay. 5-minute mysteries. Can you solve it before the first commercial break? The antique store shooting. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. Tonight's story brings us to 4th Street, where, in his own home, Morton Threndell lay dead, and his wheelchair-tin brother Bentley Threndell looks on as Officer Cameron's partner investigates. Okay. Let me play it by the book. It says I need to report ASAP what I believe you found. Looks like it found it. It was manslaughter at least, possibly murder, and most likely robbery as well. Where's my reader? So you know what? I've only been here a few minutes. What it do wouldn't make any difference. Well, young man, are you just going to stand there and watch poor Martin finish bleeding, or are you going to call your whatever like the other officer said? Oh, there's paint all over my hair, my glasses, my jacket, even the creases of my shoes has paint inside them. So, Mr. Bentley, can you tell me what happened? Okay. We were going through renovation when the painters went off to lunch. That's when the gun went off. I guess there's a shower because the shelf over there is knocked over. This is the key and a string of YouTube. Okay. So, according to the briefing 11 days ago, Captain Tilly said the Threndell twins were indistinguishable in both appearance and the personality. The only way that you could tell the two apart was that Bentley could not walk. Hey, partner, got anything? No. Nothing, not one bit. Check the alley both ways. No trace of them. Where'd you expect one anyway? Too bad the paint did spill on him, too. Hey, Cam, did you ever call it in? I kind of want this one. I was just about to. Just wanted to make sure we hadn't missed anything. What's there to miss? So, Mr. Bentley, can you tell me one more time, in detail, what happened? Like I told you, painters were gone 5 minutes when this person came right through the back door. I know it's supposed to be locked, but it wasn't. Morton was going to set out the girl. Okay, so we heard the 2 gunshots as we were walking down the street. The front door of the store was unlocked too. We burst through the door to find Morton on the ground and Bentley leaning from his wheelchair, holding onto Morton's wrist. He didn't know anything about the garbage. He came in through the back door. I told you this. He had this gun and he and Morton began to fight. That's when then he shot twice. Poor Morton, I couldn't help him. By the time you got here, he was dead and the man was gone. Look, how much longer do I have to sit here? Can I go? I can't do anything here anyways. No, you have to wait. At least until Captain Taylor gets here and the doctor examines her. Why does Cam think a doctor needs to examine Bentley? Because if you paid attention, Bentley was complaining that paint went all over his clothes and drying in the creases of his shoes. If he couldn't walk, then how would he get creases on his shoes? Unless he could walk. This is what happened. Rewind! Okay, so we start off with the painters went off to lunch. Hello, Mr. Morton. Morton enters the room. Hello, Bentley. Morton. What are you doing, Morton? So as you can see, Bentley is really Morton Threndell, and he, Morton Threndell, murdered his twin brother and stole his identity. 5-minute mysteries. Can you solve it before first commercial break? The end of a mythophile. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. The contents of the mansion of Everett Ashley Woodstock were in the gamut, from the expensive and the exquisite to the rare to the worst and absolute schlock. Woodstock spent a lifetime collecting genuine Greek statuary. The combination of wealth and obsession meant his objects were unmatched by all but few museums in the world. He also collected Minoan artifacts. Poor Woodstock barely murdered his own mansion. Looks like we got here a little late, the blood's a little sticky. Looks like the killer connects on junk from class. You should see the stuff in here, Chief. There's all kinds of broken cases, And big statues too. This one. Democles? Democles. Yeah, Democles. He's got the big sword hanging over his head. And this one. And these two. Damien and Pythias. Yeah, Pythias. Anyways, we're going to have a lot more trouble tracking down the killer than... A lot more trouble tracking down the Potter than the killer. See, I heard this messes up by Woodstock. Is this it? Yeah. See? Venus printed his own blood. With his finger, too. He must have. And look, here's the initials. TFW, clearly engraved here. Must stand for we found it behind the statue of Venus over there. Must stand for Terrence Frederick Woodstock, the old man's nephew. Find him, and I bet it's case closed. Detective Kennedy, I think you're looking at a friend. A clumsy one, too, I might add. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's as plain as day. The old guy writes a message in his last sentence. You couldn't possibly, if I may. You, young man, have an obvious gap in your classical education. Unless it's filled, you're probably going to arrest the wrong person. What did Chief Lawrence Darby note that Detective Kennedy seems to have missed? Find out in the next 5-minute mysteries. Time to 4 minutes off.
We won't get to find out?
No.
It was in 4 minutes.
You need to read it. Sorry.
7
You leaving us with a cliffhanger?
Yes. Yes.
Actually, something
ended.
Actually, something.
Caitlin and
It was only 24 seconds.
and Sam.
Okay, 6 minutes.
6:30.
They did?